In this video, we will cover 6 easy to grow vegetables for summer season. Subscribe and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from urban gardening. For summer vegetables, prepare the soil mix by mixing 50% garden soil, 25% compost, and 25% coco peat. Harvest seeds by removing the core, which contains seeds. Medium-sized pepper normally contains 15 to 25 seeds. Some varieties may have tons of seeds while some may have very little. Dry them in sun for 1 to 2 days to store them. To start the seeds, use a mix of 70% coco peat and 30% compost. Sprinkle 10 to 15 seeds over the soil surface. Now cover them lightly with the same soil mix. Water thoroughly with a gentle shower and keep the pot in partial sunlight. Seeds will germinate and you will see 2 small leaves on the surface of the soil within 8 to 12 days of planting the seeds. Hot peppers require full sun to produce the healthiest fruit, so pick a site that won't get shaded out by trees or other garden plants. After 60 to 65 days, plants will bring out small buds which will blossom into cute little white flowers. The flowers will remain on the plant for about 5 to 8 days, then fall off. Then you will see a cute little baby chili growing in its place. Chili plants need regular fertilization for healthy growth. Mix 2 to 3 handfuls of compost after every 15 to 16 days. Mix the compost in the soil and water well. When most of the chilies on the plant have matured to red, snip off the chilies with a scissor to avoid tearing the plant. Zucchini plants have a large root system, so they need a big container. For a bush variety, select a pot that is at least 25 inches in diameter and 15 to 20 inches in depth. Different varieties of zucchini are available in the market. Choose bush varieties to get good harvest in containers. Make holes 1 inch deep in the soil mix. In a 25-inch diameter pot, you can easily plant 2 to 3 zucchini plants. Plant 1 seed per hole and cover them with the same soil mix. Zucchini plants need at least 5 to 6 hours of sunlight per day, so please. about half of their mature size, which varies depending on the variety. This encourages your plant to keep growing and producing more fruit, and in my opinion, young zucchini tastes best. If you leave your zucchini for too long on the plant, they could start to rot. Soaking seeds before you plant them helps break down the natural defenses your seed develops to defend itself against Mother Nature. Breaking down the defenses leads to faster germination. Make 1-inch deep holes in the soil mix and plant 1 seed per hole. Plant 2 to 3 seeds per bag, and later on we can thin out the weakest seedlings. Water well after sowing and make sure that bag receives full sun for healthy growth. Seeds will germinate in about a week, and during pods reach 5 to 7 inch long, pick beans every 2 to 3 days to ensure that they are tender. The more you pick, the more pods will be produced. There are countless varieties out there, all unique in their own way. Choose according to your likes and dislikes. Sprinkle seeds over the soil mix. To start brinjal or eggplant seeds, use a mix of 60% garden soil and 40% compost. Cover the seeds with the same soil mix. Lightly drop the soil over the seeds. Water lightly with a gentle shower. During the first 10 to 15 days, keep the soil moist to the touch at all times, but do not super saturate. Once they are 4 to 5 inches tall, they are ready for transplantation. Now carefully take out the seedlings from the pot. You should be very careful while pulling out seedlings without harming its roots. 10 to 12 inch diameter pots with 10 to 15 inch depth are ideal for one plant. Now fill the pot with the soil mix, leaving 1 to 2 inch gap between the top of the soil and the rim of the container. Make a hole at the center of the container and plant the eggplant. Cover the hole with the soil mix and press the soil to provide some support. Water well after planting. For next 2 to 3 days, keep the pot in partial sun to avoid any transplant shock. At this stage, pinch the top part just above the node. This will force the plant to grow twice as many stems, which results in a fuller plant. Plants will start flowering after 45 to 50 days. To increase the fruit production, you should feed your plants after every 15 days. Mix the compost in the soil and water well. If proper care is taken, brinjal plant will continue to grow and produce veggies for 3 years. Eggplants take 60 to 80 days to harvest. Eggplants come in different sizes, colors, and shape, and each have their own harvesting period. A perfect eggplant has a tender, glossy skin and it stops growing. If you don't pick at the right time, they become too soft and don't give a good taste to dishes. Purchase your tubers from a seed supplier or an exotic market. A taro tuber is a fleshy bulb that grows underground, similar to a potato. Choose plump and clean tubers free from soft spots and mold. 3 to 4 tubers are enough for this 18-inch diameter pot. Dig 2-inch deep holes in the soil mix and place 1 tuber per hole. Now cover them with the soil mix. Water well after planting. Shoots will usually start to grow within a couple of weeks. Taro thrives in moist environment and having plenty of water will help ensure the formation of large healthy tubers. The ideal temperature for growing taro should range between 20 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius. Taro plants need a heavy amount of food. Start feeding once leaves emerge. Feed the plants once in 15 days. Both the greens and the roots of taro plant are consumed. The leaves are even more nutritious than the combs with a lot more protein. Always harvest new leaves for better taste. After 6 to 7 months, when it reaches maturity, the taro leaves will turn yellow and start to die off. This is your signal to harvest the tubers. Just lift up the entire root system and shake off the soil around the tubers. Each plant will have one large tuber and several smaller ones. Pull them gently from the soil and shake off the soil around the tubers. Soaking seeds in water for 10 to 15 hours before sowing will jumpstart the germination process. Your pot should be at least 20 to 25 inches in diameter and 15 to 18 inches in depth. Make sure they have drainage holes at the bottom. Dig 1-inch deep holes in the soil mix and sow single seed per hole. Plant more seeds than required so that you guarantee success, and once the plants come up, we will thin them and will keep 2 to 3 strong plants. Water well after planting. Now identify 2 to 3 strong seedlings and we will transplant rest of the plants. Make sure they have 6 to 8 inch gap between them for healthy growth. Cucumbers can grow ridiculously fast, especially in warm weather. They can go from tiny to enormous in just a few days. Our staking system encourages the cucumber to climb along it from the start. Place the stake in the pot with the stakes spread out on the inside. Cucumbers can grow ridiculously fast, especially in warm weather. They can go from tiny to enormous in just a few days. Harvest cucumber when they are young. Snip the stem about half inch above the cucumber with a sharp scissor. After every 15 to 18 days, add 3 to 4 handfuls of compost to encourage healthy growth. Mix well and add water immediately after adding fertilizer in the soil. Most cucumber varieties are ready to harvest 60 to 70 days after planting.